Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. This is the Twitch recap episode from the live stream done on Wednesday, where, as you may remember, a few episodes before this, we landed a new supply pod on the moon, and it kind of crashed into our power couple module at our lunar surface station. And the idea here is that we have cracked a couple of those RTGs, and they are leaking plutonium. We need a disposal unit to be dispatched to the moon to clean up the old power couple module and somehow dispose of it. So we are working on this little crane truck. This is prototyping kind of phase, trying to figure out how to assemble a crane arm and what method we're going to use to pick up the power generation assembly, what we've been referring to as the power couple, and move it clear of the lunar installation without endangering any crew to the toxic materials and excessive radiation. So we've got this 2-hinge and a piston with a winch on the end, to which we are going to attach an electromagnet because there are no ports, attachable ports on the power couple, and without a Kerbal there to interact with it, we have to do this entirely automated for safety's sake. So this is our idea so far. We're going to try to just move this crane out, pick it up, load it in the bed of the truck, and then move it away for disposal. Although the last item on that checklist we're going to figure out later. Right now we have this test weight on the front, and we are adjusting the amount of lead in said test weight to be a close approximation of the weight of the power couple itself, which is about 0.8 ton. I think we have 0.9 ton of lead loaded into that test weight. So now we'll take it outside, and all commentary is during the live stream. How to properly dispose of the old power couple is still on the table. I think a very high ballistic arc and some C4 might be our only actual solution, because otherwise we have to land enough Delta V to get it out of the Earth-Moon system. But we'll think about all that in a bit. Alright, let's jettison our test weight. Thunk. Back up just a bit. Hit the brakes. Okay. All the groups. Yes. Yeah. Edit groups. Let's do this the correct way. Windows, what are you doing to me? Okay, never mind. Sorry. I don't think you have, human person. Let me double check here. Open link. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I just tried to right click and scroll around it. That is really cool. What's the total tonnage on that? Alright, ooh. Does release decouple this? Or do I want extend? Okay. That's interesting. Retract? Yeah, we got a cable length indicator here, but the length of the cable is not doing anything. Eject? Well, that's even more interesting. Magnet is off. A magnet on? What does that do to our power supply? Not a whole lot, actually. Okay, what am I doing wrong here, chat? Oh, good. The cable's at 50 meters. It has moved like an inch. Yeah, so if I can get this crane thing to work, which, I don't know, this winch is not extending, and that worries me greatly. So I'm kind of at a loss here. as to why this cable won't extend. That is a new and interesting problem. Let it get all the way back. Does it move when that happens? Show GUI. Winch's control shows as retracted. Extend does retract. That is interesting. Yeah, same thing. Moved it exactly an inch. Alright, hold on. Let's get this back to the VAB, or the SPH. So we're just going to switch this magnet out for a harpoon and see if the glitch lies with the magnet or the winch itself. Try to play with scale. Something wrong with the scale of movement? I mean, you're talking about the scale of the parts themselves? Because the winch wasn't scaled. You know, I have a number here I could rely on. There we go. Brakes off. Brakes on. That was too much. Back it up. Brakes off. Brakes on. Okay. So let's try this. Eject. That worked great. Retract. Aha! Progress can be made. Really? You can just type a number in here? Oh, dude. This changes everything. We'll just... oh, boy. Snap. Should have seen that one coming. Okay, well, harpoons work. Back in the SPH, we will swap that harpoon out again for a electromagnet and see if we can't try our luck again to see if we can't make this more repeatable system work. Alright. Close. Let's bring this up. Edit groups. Rototron 180. Oh, hey, well, look at that. What the hell just happened? Did I hit something I didn't mean to? Oh, okay. Lots of torque here in these wheels. Alright, let's retract. Yeah, good. That's gonna take a few. Well, thanks for stopping by, Pulsified. Hope to see you again soon. I mean, I hope not. Just make sure, yeah, magnet is on. Let's turn the magnet off. Wow. There really shouldn't be anything in the runway that we can magnetize to. We're going to let that retract. We got it to eject. That's step one. Totally made of metal. And, of course, this lighting artifact that we'll never, ever, ever get rid of. Let's just go ahead and decouple this. Thunk. Chicken Swag, this rover is for cleaning up a mess wow. A mess I made on the moon. Help? What happened? What is going on? Okay, yeah, it says it's idle, so it shouldn't be... Ooh! Now that's interesting. That is very interesting indeed. Hold on, let's revert to launch. Okay, everything is in order. Let's separate the test load. Back up. Brakes are... There we go. Whoop, too much. Okay, come on, man. It's like I'm getting signal delay, but I'm not. Vernal Robotics, edit groups. Rotatron, 180. Huh, I wonder if there's a hotkey control? Because yeah, thunk, there it goes again. Because now the magnet should be default to off. Although, yeah, see, that magnet defaults to off, and now this magnet has reattached itself. So, sorry, we're gonna test this again. Yeah, you might be right about a counterweight. Although I'm wondering if I can use like some structural parts here on the not moving part of the piston arm to build a weight back here for it. Brakes. But we'll get to that once we know the rest of these things work. Grabbing unit is not unlocked yet. I think we're actually a long way off from being able to have that grabby unit unlocked. Alright. Looks like we're pretty on point here, so eject. Dang it. Yeah, and typing 180 without being over here on this thing doesn't really do much. And the magnet, yeah, defaults to off. I don't really want to have to harpoon this thing, but... Release. Idle. Extend. Extending cable. Nothing going. Yes, I don't know, Chicken Swag. I think I need this crane to rotate. I don't know how much clearance we're gonna get. Alright, retract, eject, instant stretch. Well, that did what? Huh. Yeah, and that seems to move the arm more than it moves everything else. This is really interesting. And nope, we're going right back to the Harpoon. Maybe we can make this system work. Okay. Decouple. Back up. Brakes. I'll say maybe it was the enter key that was triggering the... No, okay, good. Because I might be a little off target. No, it looks fine. Let's just do this. Eject. Gotcha. Oh, no, retract. Yeah, a little bit of issues there. That is true, although I think this Harpoon might be big enough to go all the way through. that's totally the... I need to close that. Cylinder, compress. Hinge one down. Nope. Nope. Oh, you're at your maximum already. Can't really load you into the truck bed very well without another hinge. That's interesting. I will certainly try not to. Okay, so that gets me to here. Release. Drops it. Perfect. Retract. Oh, oop. Hey, we kept our harpoon. I mean, sort of. Release. Retract. Okay. I can work with this. Release. Retract. Let's see. I just need to see if it'll like reconnect so that I can re-eject it at any point. Probably not, given this wiggle. Yeah, and you can't eject unless it's in the port. So we really only do get exactly one shot. That's very interesting. Okay. Revert spaceplane hangar. And with the relative success of that last test, it is now time to build an actual approximation of the power module that is out on the moon. So we will be replicating it as best we can. I have some very wonderful help from the chat as far as figuring out not only how many RTGs we have placed there, but the configuration of the support module and the general structure of such. It is a cluster of 15 RTGs mounted on top of these reinforced structural plates that sits on top of a concrete pylon. And not like that, however. The pylon is actually facing up, and it was attached to the surface of the moon, but it is no longer. So with this very, very close approximation to what we'll actually be hoisting around on the moon, we'll go ahead and get this back outside and try to run the simulation again. Let the hypergolics react and spin a turbine with their exhaust product. I mean, toxic exhaust notwithstanding. It's just how we create electricity for the most part. Brakes. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of, now that I think about that, there's a lot of problems involved with using hypergols to generate electricity. Although I guess in space, not so much. You could vent your exhaust product and keep the generator isolated from your crew stuff. It should totally be able to be doable, right? Well, there's a mod idea for somebody. Alright, so we're going to try to target this sucker right in the middle, if we can. Brakes. Nope. Too much. Back it up. There we go. Alright. Eject. Oh! Seriously? Okay, now we have a problem. Shit. Ah, scheiße. The harpoon can't penetrate the metal plates. And we can't reload the harpoon. Oh, this does not bode well. This does not bode well at all. Yeah, now we're in a bit of a bind because we almost have to make this electromagnet work because the Harpoon is not reliable, nor it is repeatable. If we miss that first shot with the Harpoon and it doesn't stick, we cannot shoot it again, and therefore we cannot hoist this thing away, and we'll have to completely rethink our method. So for right now, we're just going to try very hard to get this electromagnet thing to actually work. So I would like to keep a Kerbal away from it, because the whole idea is that it's leaking plutonium. And so it would be a pretty toxic endeavor for them to venture out and actually get close to it. Oh, of course! Of course this time you fall over. The one time I need you to not fall over. Get off my wheel. There you go. This is more likely what we're going to come across at the moon. Ah, wrong way. Oh, come on. I am just being a terrible driver today. Why does it really feel like my controls are inverted? Oh, because I'm facing up. Control from here. This might help. Yes, there we go. That is so much better. Alright, brakes. Nope, back it up. We probably need to have that next to the very front wheel. Yes, but how many of those RTGs were punctured? That's a very interesting hop. Alright, I'm just going to hit the enter key. Nothing happens. Okay. How did we get you to eject before? Dang it. Oh, his back det A up was juvenile. She's a big fine woman. Alright. So how did I make this a thing? See, this is really interesting. If I enter a key command here and press enter, it drops the magnet. And I think, yeah, on. That is very interesting. Retracting it, however, I think this is going to prove useful. Oh, I should have checked to see if the Harpoon would puncture the actual RTGs themselves. Because I can use this rover to push that power couple on its side and then pick it up. And that is going to greatly affect the design of this thing. What's our cable length? 28 meters, so we got some sitting around to do. I was like, that can't be more than like 1 or 2 meters at best. At least it's retracting relatively quickly. We'll just see how well this actually happens. Okay. Yes! Yes! Haha! Now let's go this way. Something is working, albeit in the most haphazard manner possible. Yeah. Alright. That works. Okay. That doesn't matter. Nope, that's the Rototron. What am I doing? Hey, look at that! It's secure-ish. Magnet on. Magnet do work. Breaks off. Let's see how well it tolerates any of this. Hey, wow. We got a... This is a successful test run. Yeah, we have enough speed now to where lift is acting on the RTG bank. Oh, slow down, there's a hill. Oh, brakes, 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 brakes. Almost good enough. Yeah, well. Hey, we still got our magnet. Nope. Dang it. Oh. Come on. You can do it. You can totally do it. No, really? Oh. That's a very good question, Wookie. It's one time when a skinnier wheelbase would actually be beneficial. Alright. Spaceplane hangar. Let's widen the truck bed. So we've enjoyed some limited success with this. I think we should widen out the truck bed a little bit, make transport just a little bit easier, and then we just have to see if we can pick it up, put it down, pick it up again, just to make sure if something bad should happen and we should lose our cargo, we can always go re-scoop it up, because I am notorious for screwing things up a lot of the time. I was going to try to put a 6-wheel on this, but that'll have to wait until later. That was just entirely too much trouble. Anyway, back over to the live stream. Something with a big enough basket for me to drop this package into would probably be big enough to hold this thing without making the wheels retractable. For the most part, the retractable wheels have always been out of necessity of having to squeeze behind a heat shield. Alright, let's do this first. Control from here so that my steering is not inverted. Okay. Nope. Brakes. And then let's make sure we can do this at least one other time. And that wiggle. That wiggle is killing me. Wonder what it's clipping into. Cylinder extend. Yeah, like what is making my wheel bounce like that? It's kind of distressing. Magnet default state is off. Yeah, I'd be a little scared too. Alright, let's does it happen here? One enter. No? Why is it on the Rototron? Yeah, and that did nothing. So maybe we need to eject it first. Yeah. That is interesting. Okay, so I probably need to try any other anything. And well, now that it's connected, it doesn't feel very musical or whimsical or any of these things. Alright, retract. Pull this hinge up. Pull that hinge out for a little extra clearance. I was feeling like it's going to bang into the basket. So we just need to get the radioactive material really far away from the lunar base. Tink. Alright. Confirmed, is repeatable. Just requires stupid amount of key inputs. I do mean that quite literally. Alright. Show GUI, because there was another control up here. Is that a rotation control? Turn connected port to the right. Yes, please. Oh, that's fantastic. Yes. Yeah, these wheels do not like this at all. They are thumping into the ground in protest. So what happens if I turn this magnet on and turn this magnet on and then hit release? Nothing. Nothing happens. We should have known that already. Alright, brakes off. Let's go for a drive. How easy will it be to deposit this someplace else? I think we're going to need 6 wheels. That's what I was thinking too. Maybe is pressing enter while in one of these boxes just keybound to that? Like, I don't know. Is the rightmost enter key bound to this ejecting, and is that somehow working better than me entering it through the GUI? Magnet on. We can probably get rid of this magnet at the back of the bed. That's never going to see use. Come on, magnet on. Thank you. I'm kind of scared to turn this magnet off. Our power drain's not that bad, really. Woogie, what do you mean by using a piston instead of a winch for the downward arm? Like, you saying get rid of the winch entirely and just make the magnet like on a wrist joint? That we're not relying on this cable retraction at all? Oh, this thing does not like this wiggle. The wiggle. Let's go deposit this thing. Yeah. I can see that as being a somewhat good idea. Whoa, curb. Yeah, I guess we are kind of sunk into the concrete here. Alright, back that up just a little. Okay, let's see how easy it is to move these things. Hinge. Okay. Retract. Is that going to overcome the magnets, or is it going to break stuff? It's going to break stuff. But hey, look, those magnets hold it in the truck bed. That is awesome. Like, that is really cool. Alright. Release. Thunk. Oh. How the... Yeah, retract. Yeah, that's the demolition plan. Although I wanted to. Oh, we lost our magnet. No, our magnet is still attached. It's just stuck. Okay, we're gonna try something. Magnet off. Are these? I never turned these on, did I? No, I did. Magnet off. Bunk. There's the 2 other magnets we lost. I think our hinge. Nope, still attached. All right, retract. Nope, okay. Whoa! it totally worked exactly as intended. Alright, see you in a second, chicken swag. Oh, are you telling me I can't climb this curb? I am insulted. Man, I don't know what the dogs are going so crazy at. I'm really sorry. It kind of depends on the weight. I mean, that's the plan is, yes, to deliver this and a new power couple, but space restrictions and I guess whatever design we come up with for delivering this thing will kind of dictate the rest of the vessel. So that's going to be a big determining factor. Alright, brakes. Rototron. Let's make sure this is infinitely repeatable, even if we screw it up the first time. If we can grab this, I'm willing to call this cleared for duty. Which would be the absolute first time that I've ever actually cleared anything for duty in one of these live streams. Ever. You're lucky you being able to actually calm your dogs. I've given up on it. Magnet on. Release. Oh, don't magnet. Nah, dang it. Tracked. Dang it. Whoa! Oh. Well, that answers that question. Okay, then. Revert. Spaceplane hangar. Okay. I mean, it works, just not very well and not very repeatable. So, the chat came up with the idea of getting rid of the winch entirely and just altering the structure of the crane itself to place the magnet straight on the edge of the end of the hinge there, and then rebuilding the arm a little bit so that it could articulate a little lower for picking things up. That wouldn't take too long to do, but I did save it as a different version. It's now beta instead of alpha, so we'll just bring out another docking washer. I just want to make sure that I can see the red tab there, and another hinge so we can move the arm a little lower, reassemble the rest of the crane, and get it outside. Alright, decouple. Way to land in a completely different configuration from all the other times we've run this simulation. Chaos theory in action, everyone. Control from here, not range safety. Jesus. Oh, you're just not going to tip over, are you? Oh, you're going to tip over. Yes, I see. Told you. Gonna tip. Now see, this is even better because the moon base is on a hill. So this is very accurately simulating things that we're gonna have to deal with. Can you tell I drank my whiskey already? Oops, okay. Alright, serious faces. Serious faces, everyone. There we go. Brakes. The chicken swag, that was the route I was going to go with until Simulation Gaming told me otherwise. I was just going to go up there and replug it in, all dented. I agree entirely, Simulation Gaming. There needs to be a double check. Oh, that Rototron does not make anything any happier ever. Wow, this thing is very unhappy with me. Like, very, very, very unhappy with me. That should be a good contact, so magnet on. Huh. That is interesting. Is your magnet on? Your magnet is on. This is kind of a lunar pooper scooper. Magnet off, magnet on. Are you magnetized yet? Yes! Behold the power! Let's retract the cylinder. Let's get this loaded in the bed. Other way. Other way. Oh, this works beautifully. Nope. Except I'm really dumb about the controls. But other than that, it works. We don't have the rotation on this end. And that would be really, really nice to have, wouldn't it? Kathunk. Okay, let's drive it someplace and see if we can offload it. Oh, we should have put another set of wheels on it. Dang it. Because, yeah. I think that's what this bouncing is all about, is the wheels protesting the load. Which is weird. This whole thing can't weigh more than, like, 3 tons? 4 tons, maybe? And this works really, really well. I'm not gonna nuker scooper. Okay, that wins. Yep. I want to see if putting another set of wheels, bringing the count up to 6, is going to make this thing behave a whole lot more. I want to be turning, but not at 20 meters per second, so yeah. I mean, I'm at the point where I shouldn't operate a real vehicle, let alone a rover, especially not a multi-million-dollar one like this, so fair enough. Ah, Windows, you're killing me. Alright, thank you. Brakes, 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 brakes. Okay, hinge. Hinge up. That's Rototron 1. Where is Rototron 2? Oh, I need Rototron 2, not Rototron 1. Oh, okay. Should have extended the cylinder arm. Remind me to label these groups. I do kind of wish that was a little longer of an arm. Not gonna lie, if we could get it to clear the wheelbase, but I guess with this design we can approach it from something a little greater than just at the wheel hubs. Nope, another way. There we go. Let's turn off the magnet. Kathunk. Yes! It works! Oh, this is brilliant! Okay, let's see if we can pick it up again. No, need the arm all the way extended. If only he knew it was pretend multi-millions. Alright, magnet on. Let's give it a second to magnetize. Let's operate the hinge in the correct direction. Oh, come on. Magnetize. Yes! Ha ha! Behold the power! Oh, that joint holding that control core arm is gonna snap. Those two little measly struts are doing nothing. This works. No, do not nothing to unplug. Thank God. Kathunk. Yes. I am very excited about this. This actually works. We built something that works. This has to be a first. All right. Revert flight. Spaceplane hangar. So all in all, that is going to be the design of the crane assembly that wins out. I do have some improvements that I would like to make to the truck itself, including lowering the wheelbase a little bit, including a 6-wheel setup, just general maintenance and housekeeping things, addition of batteries, addition of headlights, and then in future we will start to worry about delivery method. We'll also reduce the count of magnets in the truck bed from, was it 5 or 6 down to like 3, just to reduce part count. I don't really think we need the offset magnets like that. We'll put in a fairly substantial battery up front here and just kind of give it a very flat-faced gray look. We'll also mount some headlights because it's a very good chance that we will be driving this thing around during the lunar night and straightening out those panels at least a little bit because it irritates me. But they're going to get lowered down a little bit anyway, or raised up, I guess, when we lower the wheelbase. We've got addition of some brake lights, some lights on the articulating arm, and headlights will come in a little bit later. But more or less, yeah, there's the headlights coming into play right now. I'm actually kind of happy with this thing. I mean, it's a system and it does what it's supposed to do and it works. We would test the C4 to see if we could make those detonate, but we can't. We're still in the progress of figuring that out. Anyway, that's going to do it for this recap episode of the Wednesday live streams. Thank you so much for coming out. I really do appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next one. So until then, see you later.
No, Frank, I know!